Quick video for y'all. 1 Samuel 28. Was the ghost of Samuel really Samuel? Or was it a demon? Or a familiar spirit? The spirit of the Lord had departed Saul, and Samuel was dead, and he sought out a spiritist. We're picking up in verse 9. And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done, how he hath cut off those that have familiar spirits, and the wizard, and out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life, to cause me to die? Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord liveth, there shall be no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then the woman said, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw God descending out of the earth. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. So a few verses later, the ghost of Samuel essentially gave another prophecy. And Saul did not like what he said. Samuel said, Why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me, and answereth me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, and thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, Wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thine enemy? And the Lord hath done to him as he spake by me, and the Lord hath rent the kingdom out of thine hand, and give it to thy neighbor, even to David. So, verse 19, go down a little bit. It said, Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines, and tomorrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord shall deliver the hosts of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. Then Saul fell straightway all along the earth, and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel. Not a good ending for Saul at all. Chosen as first king, didn't obey the Lord, didn't slay the Amalekites all the way, and he offered a sacrifice when he wasn't supposed to. He had chances. And he even had mercy from God even after that, when he allowed David to play the harp to cause the troubling spirit that troubled Saul to depart. Wasn't good enough. So, it was the ghost of Samuel. Real ghost or demon? So if you just read the text out as it is, it seems like it's Samuel. However, it's very odd that a witch would actually bring up Samuel. She did seem surprised in the text. She was surprised because she said to the effect, Why have you done this to me? So she was surprised. It wasn't one of the spirits she's normally consulting with. It was another spirit. The text does say that Saul perceived that it was Samuel. So Saul believed it was Samuel. Are we to look at Saul's response and the witch's response to believe that it was Samuel? Possibly. Could it have been a demon? Possibly. We can't always look at the words of somebody in the Bible and say, oh, somebody said this in the Bible, this is true. Somebody truly said those words in the Bible, but doesn't mean it's true. In 2 Samuel, the verse chapter, I think an Amalekite claimed to kill Saul, and he told David. But if we just look at that and say, oh, well, that Amalekite soldier killed Saul, we're just taking his words, he killed Saul, but clearly we saw Saul fell on his own spear, I think in the last chapter of 1 Samuel 28 or 29. So could it have been Samuel? Certainly. God could have allowed the raising of Samuel for that moment just to teach Saul a final lesson. Also, one thing is that the ghost of Samuel also said that Saul and his sons would be with him, meaning he would be dead. And it happened. Saul and his sons were killed. Saul took his own life, and his sons, at least Jonathan, he was killed at the same time. So whether it was a spirit, an evil spirit, or whether it was Samuel, it was accurate. So if you test the spirits by that aspect, then it could have been Samuel because it was correct. Not that saying evil spirits can't be correct. And this is by no means, don't ever read 1 Samuel 28 and think it's an endorsement of witchcraft or necromancy or sorcery or any occult practice. God forbids that stuff. This is just something that happened. Saul, he really turned his back on God, just disobeyed, had two chances, in part. They tried to kill the one who was going to succeed him. God sent a troubling spirit to him. It's very, it's sad when you see that stuff in the Bible, when he had so much head and shoulders. He was head and shoulders above everybody, but he was not chosen to be a man after God's own heart like David was. That's all we got for today.